Good morning. I'm choosing heaven today. I'm choosing heaven today. I am walking the road of heaven right now, singing, I'm choosing heaven today. I'm choosing love today. I'm choosing love today. I am walking the road of love right now, singing, I'm choosing love today. I'm choosing joy today. I'm choosing joy today. I am walking the road of joy right now, singing, I'm choosing joy today. I'm choosing heaven today. I'm choosing heaven today. I am walking the road of heaven right now, singing, I'm choosing heaven today. I'm choosing heaven today. I woke up this morning with my mind stayed on spirit. I woke up this morning with my mind stayed on spirit. I woke up this morning with my mind stayed on spirit. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Dancing with my mind stayed on spirit. I'm singing and dancing with my mind stayed on spirit. I'm singing and dancing with my mind stayed on spirit. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Can't hate my neighbor with my mind stayed on spirit. You can't hate your neighbor with my mind stayed on spirit. I can't hate my neighbor with my mind stayed on spirit. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. I woke up this morning with my mind stayed on spirit. I woke up this morning with my mind stayed on spirit. Woke up this morning with my mind stayed on spirit. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Hallelujah, hallelujah. I am opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the one. I am opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the one. I am opening, I am opening, I am opening, I am opening. Up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the one. I am opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the one. I am opening, I am opening, I am opening, I am opening. Opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the one. We are opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the one. We are opening. We are opening. We are opening. We are opening. We are opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the one.
Good morning, Ahava. Good morning, good morning. Yes. Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
A little yes and a no, yes. Online, no? Okay. No online, but yes in the room? And do you think you can hear me because I'm being loud or because I'm coming through the speakers? Let's do this. Oh,
there you are. Yeah.
now you can really hear me. And not to mention, when I hold a microphone like this, I feel a little bit like a rock star, so I just have to say, it creates a whole vibe. All right, so, yes. All right, so good morning, Ahava Center for Spiritual Living.
Good morning.
Ahava is the Hebrew word for love, and we gather together every Sunday knowing that love is
always the answer.
That's right. Let's give some love to our musicians, yes? We have our keyboardist, Belle. Today's featured vocalist is Justin Norris. Woo, 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 yes. And I am Reverend Rainbow, she, her pronouns, and so grateful to serve as your spiritual director and welcome you here on this glorious Sunday morning. Happy Labor Day weekend, everyone.
Yes.
It's odd. It kind of feels a little bit like fall, but I'm still, not buying it. I think Mother Nature's going to come back with a little humid heat wave for us again, so we'll see. But for today I'm wearing my fall shoes and my long sleeves and just embracing it. Not to mention, right, that whole thing about white after Labor Day. So I was like, well, I'll wear my white jacket. It may be the last chance. We'll see. All right. And hope you don't labor too much over the weekend on whatever that means to you. So we are a conscious community committed to curiosity so that we may provide a loving space to be reminded of the truth of who we are. We are an open and affirming community, so whoever you are and wherever you are on your spiritual path of discovery, know that you are absolutely welcome here, yes? To our online viewers, thank you for tuning in today. Let us know where you are watching, whether it be down the road or across the world. Make sure you hit that like, share, subscribe button. Say hello in the chat. And also just want to shout out to a few of our regular members who, with various circumstances, are not able to be here in person, but I know are tuning in live. So shout out to you, Ed Walker and Kathy Jones and Lee Gateskill and a few folks, Lee Glover, those of you that I know are on. Robin, every week. Good morning. Good to see you. Thank you for your emails and your online engagement. You are still definitely a part of our community. So if you're in the room, we also invite you to take out your phones, take pictures, take video clips, check in on social media, let folks know where the love is today. Just silence it first, right? And these are all the places you can find us. And make sure that you are in our Facebook, if you're on Facebook, community group. So we have a page where we post stuff, and we have a group where we interact with one another. And that's where we give more up-to-date details about things. So engage with those as well. Now, if you are a guest for the first time, we especially welcome you here, knowing that your energy makes a difference. And your presence here is greatly honored and appreciated. All you have to do is raise your hand. I know I met a few people earlier. So if you're here for the first time, can we give you some love? Welcome, yay! Yes, and one of our core council members, if they haven't already, will be bringing you a magazine that tells you more about who we are and Centers for Spiritual Living, and a little connection card where you can get your information on our email list. We won't bug you. We send out about once a week, and it has a great way to get connected with all the things we have going on here. All right. We are so grateful for all of our volunteers, truly, that make this community. Let's take a moment now and give a great round of applause, pat on the back to all of our volunteers. Thank you. If you're looking for a way to get more engaged and plugged in, volunteering is a great way to meet folks and to really take ownership and feel a part of creating this sacred space every morning. We are looking for volunteers for our youth program. We always could use more volunteers for our greeters and hospitality, getting here early, saying hello, setting up for coffee or potlucks, and our media team, which you can see David in the back, and help out David and Amy that are here almost every week back there, but they're happy to share and give up their seats if you want to volunteer. They will train you. Yes, great. All right, David, see right here. You're gonna talk to Jaden afterwards. We got a new one, y'all. We got a new one. We got a volunteer. All right. Greetings. So let's take a moment now and reflect on our oneness. This is an opportunity to know that truly we are all divine expressions of the one life. So I invite you to place your hands over your heart, to turn to someone and say, thank you for being a reflection of me. And we have an amazing vision and purpose here. So I invite you to repeat after me. We are an inclusive community. Committed to global transformation. Through personal evolution. And our purpose, we do this one together. Ready? Wake up, step up, and make a difference. That's right. And today's affirmation I will read and then invite you to affirm along with me. I am grounded in a love that knows no conditions.
I am grounded in a love that knows no conditions.
That's right. All right, let's take a deep breath. And just invite in that heartbeat of Mother Earth, calling forth our ancestors and guides to be with us now as we infuse this space with divine love and honoring, sacred honoring. In the warm embrace of this sacred land, our hearts overflow with deep love and gratitude to this land's ancestral guardians, the Yochi, Osage, Cherokee, Shawnee, Hopewell, and Adena nations. By acknowledging these stories, we celebrate the strength, adaptability, and unique contributions of each community to the vibrant mosaic of our shared heritage. We humbly acknowledge the historical wounds and traumas that have touched and continue to touch the lives of Indigenous communities. In this now present moment, our commitment springs from a well of love, respect, and the unwavering recognition of the inherent sovereignty of Indigenous peoples. We pledge to be attentive listeners, amplifiers of Indigenous voices, and perpetual learners about the rich diversity of Indigenous cultures, histories, and contemporary challenges. I invite you to take another deep breath. As we move into our centering song and our opening blessing this morning, led by our licensed spiritual practitioner, Patty Cooper.
In the silence there is peace. In the silence there is unspoken joy. In the silence there's release. from a world full of chaos and noise. So I wait for these precious moments when I hear all that could never be said. I wait for this holy silence. I find God, I find myself.
I find myself. I don't know about you, but that's one reason I'm here every week. I find myself. And I feel that presence so powerfully, knowing there is only one. One essence, one energy, one mind, one life. Today I know it as peace. I know it as love and joy and harmony. And knowing that that's the truth of the one, I know it has to be the truth of me. And it is the truth of each person hearing my voice right now. Oh, and that is a blessing. I know that this day is blessed, that this energy is full of blessings. I bless our minister, Reverend Rainbow. I bless our practitioners. I bless Jenna for having stepped in. Reverend Jenna stepped in last week. All the hearts and hands that come together to create this service and be who we really are. It is indeed a blessing. So as we move into this day and celebration of Labor Day, let us bless and remember all the people who lived, fought, and died in order to get safe workplace. It is working people and their unions that created Labor Day. So let us hold them close and let us join hands in love. And I let it be by saying, and so it is.
So I wait, there is peace. In the silence there is unspoken joy. In the silence there's release from a world full of chaos and noise. When I wait for these precious moments and I hear all that could never be said, and right here in this holy silence I find God, I find myself.
Okay. I don't have to announce that. You can read it. Feelings flow in us like a river. Each feeling is a drop of water in that river. We look into the river of our feelings and see how each feeling came to be. We see what has been preventing us from being happy, and we do our best to transform those things. We practice touching the wondrous, refreshing, and healing elements that are already in us and in the world. Doing so, we become stronger and better able to love ourselves and others. Then we meditate on our perceptions. The Buddha observed, but the person who suffers most in this world is the person who has many wrong perceptions. And most of our perceptions are erroneous. Can't wait to hear what Rainbow has to say about this.
I know you're fed up, but life don't let up for us. All they talk about is what's going down, what's been messed up for us. But when I look around, I see blue skies, I see butterflies for us. Listen to the sound in sweet music and dance with me, 'cause there is beauty in the world, so much beauty in the world, always beauty in the world, so much beauty in the world. So shake your booty, boys and girls, for the beauty in the world. Pick your diamond, pick your pearl, so much beauty in the world. All together now. We need more loving, we need more money. They say change is gonna come like the weather. They say forever. They say winter in between. Notice the blue skies, notice the butterflies. Notice me. Stop and smell the flowers and lose it in sweet music and dance for me, 'cause there is beauty in the world, so much beauty in the world, so much beauty in the world, always beauty in the world. Shake your booty, boys and girls, for the beauty in the world. Pick your diamond, pick your pearl, for the beauty in the world. All together now. Put your hands up and say, hey, when you don't know what to do, remember God has given you so much beauty in the world. There is beauty in the world, so much beauty in the world, always beauty in the world, so much beauty in the world. Shake your booty, boys and girls, for the beauty in the world. Pick your flower, pick your pearl, always beauty in the world. Hey! Baby, when I'm looking at you, I know in fact it's true. There's love and there is hope and there's beauty in the world. Oh, hey baby, when I'm looking at you, one thing I know is true. There's love, there's hope for us, and there's beauty in the world. Beauty in the world. Beauty in the world.
I saw some of y'all shaking your booties, do a little chair dancing, right? Yes. There is so much beauty in the world when we have eyes to see it, right? It's always there, but like the reading says, where are we putting our attention, right? Is our perspective of everything that is chaotic and falling apart? Or are we choosing to take those moments to remember that there is so much beauty in the world, right? And this time of year and nature, oh, it's so good to get outside and breathe that fresh air and be reminded of that. So today is the 5th Sunday of the month. So this is a bonus. I'm glad you chose to show up on a bonus Sunday. We're wrapping up the topic On the Wings of Love, where we have explored this month various ideas of love, divine love, love in relationship with one another. And sometimes, like last week, we talked about how that can be a challenge and how to show up even amongst chaos and conflict. And we're going to focus a little bit more today on this idea of embodied love, grounded love that starts with self-love in order to be that love and be the change we wish to see in the world, right? To me, that's what it's all about. I don't know, I'm feeling a little silly today, y'all, if you can't tell. So I want to start by sharing a little bit about this movie that my guess is most of you have not seen. Because when my 9-year-old yesterday says, I want to watch K-pop Demon Hunters, so you've heard it, you probably might be reacting like me and thinking, what? Demon Hunter, what? And then she starts singing and playing this song that's all like, about golden and shining. And I'm like, okay, this sounds interesting. I'll give it a try. And as I watched it, I was like, this movie, it's an animated film that's on Netflix, and it's taking the preteen world by storm, and a few adults. And I was like, this movie, this is my message tomorrow. Like, this is so, I love how art can be such a catalyst for storytelling and heading themes in life in such a way, in a unique way. So the story tells of a girl group, K-pop girls, who on the surface appear to be like this #1 international music sensation. But they are also living a double life as demon hunters. And their music, as they sing, infuses the world with more love and keeps the demons at bay. Well, the demons whisper, those that have been kind of caught by the main demon or whatever, whisper negative things in their ear constantly, reminding them of how unworthy they are, their worst moments of life, and have control over them because of the shame and the guilt and this negative thinking. And the K-pop girls are singing and bringing joy and light in such a way that the love of their music keeps the demons kind of in this underworld. And what you find out, sorry, slight spoiler alert if you were planning to watch it, but still watch it, you kind of find out near the beginning that the lead singer in this group starts to show markings, and the markings are a sign of being a demon. And you discover that she has a secret that not even her best friends in the girl group, no one else knows, that she is part demon. I think it was her dad that was a demon and her mom that wasn't, and the whole backstory, right? But she has so much shame. She hides her markings and is so, like, they all just want to rest. And she's like, no, we have to keep going, because she knows once they get to a certain point that then the light, so to speak, will take over the dark, and then she won't have these inner demon battles within herself. But as you can imagine, with a few other plot twists and a K-pop boy band that are actually demons that come and rise to the top and are getting more fame and are using, that to get the fans and all of this, that it comes to a point where she has to face that part of herself and learn to embrace that part of herself and not be shameful and let the world know who she is in order for the true transformation to take place. I know, right? Applause, like these kids' movies these days. What a message. We've come a long way from the prince kissing the sleeping beauty in order to wake her up, haven't we? Thank you. Thank goodness. Thank goddess. All right. So isn't this so true, right? That most of us are fighting some sort of inner battle and are working sometimes day by day, moment by moment, to navigate those inner negative voices and to navigate the shame and the guilt that may come. And yet, what we know is when we truly embrace and love all parts of ourselves, that is when we can be embodied as the oneness, the wholeness, the love that we are. And so although we're not facing literal demons, I know that most folks are facing inner doubts, right? False stories of ideas of who we thought we were or were told we were in second grade that 70 years later sometimes still pop up. The shame, the places that we want to hide away a certain aspect of our identity or our self-expression. So this is where self-love comes in. And embodied self-love means daring to embrace all that we are, the pretty parts and the messy parts, knowing that we are a divine expression of the one. And it's not about perfection, it's about integration and wholeness. So when we begin to integrate all parts of ourselves and love ourselves, even in those moments of doubt or fear, that is when we can begin to heal from the inside out. And that healing sends ripples into the world, like throwing that stone in the water. So Dr. Ernest Holmes is the founder of the Science of Mind, the teaching that we practice here. And he reminds us that love is the very nature of God, or life, or spirit, universe, whatever word works for you. And because we too are individual expressions of this one life, love is who we are. But here's the catch. We sometimes forget that, right? We might not always believe that we are worthy, we are whole, we are divinely perfect. Not like Instagram perfect, but divinely perfect. We are love. And we often carry wrong perceptions and tell ourselves stories of unworthiness or being broken or not enough. And when we live by those perceptions of ourselves in the world, we begin to shrink back and not engage in life and live to the fullness expression of our authentic being. So embodied self-love means facing the whole river of who we are, the joy, the pain, the brilliance, the flaws. And it means recognizing that spirit is present in our heartbreak as much as it is in our breakthroughs. Yes? Because we are always learning and growing, and everything is an opportunity for a deeper understanding of ourselves in this thing called life. Everything is an opportunity for spiritual growth if we choose to see it that way. And again, not necessarily right away. If something painful or traumatic happens, we don't want to go right to that, well, it's all good. Because that is bypassing the integration step of embodying and sitting with the uncomfortable and moving those feelings through our body so they can be fully expressed, and then we can begin to move as the love and the wholeness that we are. So self-love isn't selfish. It's alignment with the truth of who we are. And it's saying yes to that divine presence within. we are all a microcosm of the macrocosm. We are all an individual expression, our lives reflecting the grandness of Spirit's vast expression. Every thought, every word, every action is a stone dropped in that water of our collective consciousness, and it creates ripples, touching our friends and our families and our communities in our world. When we live from fear or shame or doubt, self-rejection, bitterness, those ripples carry suffering and pain outwards. But when we choose to move into a place of deep self-love and honoring all of who we are, and then when we take mindful, intentional actions and words and deeds, we create that love that ripples and carries forth that healing. We can't separate ourselves from the world or one another. Our existence is intertwined with all. So therefore, what we buy, where we shop, how we vote, what we say and post on social media, how we speak to a stranger or a beloved, it all matters. What we say to ourselves. As A Course in Miracles reminds us, there are no private thoughts. It all matters. And we impact life simply by being alive. So this is both a responsibility and a gift, right? Because my life influences the whole. So by cultivating the practice of embodying the love of the divine that I am, we get to actively contribute to a more loving world. When we look out there and see all the things that are wrong and all the people that need to change, and don't at the same time look within as what is mine to do, be, and become, we will always be frustrated because our true work and transformation happens right here. And then from doing that healing work, we can move into inspired action from the inside out instead of the outside in. And sometimes, things on the outside may call us in, and that is a worthy journey as well, if we are willing to do that self-love work and not just react to things, but take responsibility by being willing to respond from that intentional place of love. When we create from that aligned place of wholeness, then the effects will be a beneficial ripple for all of life. Holmes puts it beautifully when he says, love points the way, law makes the way possible. So love, the divine love, the essence of who we are, is always guiding us, that inner compass, towards the next right best thing and way to be and show up in this world. And then law is that aspect of the universal spiritual law that is always saying yes, right? It's that spiritual principle that's constant. It just responds to our energy and intention. So as love points the way, then law makes it happen. Law takes the impress of our thoughts and our consciousness and then brings them into form. So the question becomes, what will be the guiding force in your life? If by default, by unconsciousness, by walking in the world in a sleepy lull, we allow the fear and the doubt and the jealousy and the contempt to guide us, the law is constant. It will say yes, and it will respond to that cause. Yet, perfectly pairing love and law, when we allow love to guide the way, the law will work just as powerfully, creating the healing and the abundance and the joy and the freedom that we all desire. So self-love is how we ensure that the love compass is pointing the way. When love points the way, the law unfolds a path of possibility, of new beginnings, of things that we perhaps in our conscious mind would have never thought possible. And the cool thing is that's not just for us. As we move in that direction of that inner guidance, of that highest pathway, of that divine highest possibility timeline of our experience, it also creates a ripple effect for the world. So I just want to be clear, though, that self-love doesn't mean ignoring the suffering or the pain of ourselves or others in the world. In fact, awareness of that is an essential part of the journey. Being aware of the pain and suffering within ourselves and others doesn't create more suffering, it creates the possibility of transformation. Do you get that? I hear so many people in New Thought circles that this is the part, the nuance that sometimes gets misunderstood because we think, well, I don't even want to see that or know about that because I don't want to create more of that. Whether it be within ourselves or within another in our beloved community or our world. And it's not that if we look at that, it's going to create more of that. It's like the crying baby who you can say, I don't even want to hear the baby crying. I'm going to focus on my giggling, happy baby. The baby is going to cry until it gets a little love and attention. So we can move on our life and thinking, no, I just happy baby, and we're carrying around a screaming, crying baby for hours and days when all it needs is just a little love and attention. Turning to it with a loving heart, not getting sucked into the energy of the pain and suffering, but maintaining our high vibration and looking at it with compassion and love creates the opportunity for, yes, I see you, like the beloved mantras that Thich Nhat Hanh in this book of the month that we talked about a couple weeks ago, that those mantras help train us to see rightly, that loving kindness, to may there be love and peace. May I experience love and peace. May you experience love and peace, and so on. So, as we acknowledge the pain and the suffering, not as a mindset, not as a huge consciousness that we want to live in, but from a place of observing, not absorbed into it, but observing, we can meet someone where they are in that pain and suffering and provide that bridge to remember the truth and to provide that pathway of healing and transformation. Because I don't know about you all, but I know for me, when I'm in a place of deep pain and suffering, some trite saying about it's all good, or, you know, God won't give you anything you can't handle, these kind of things feel very dismissive and don't help me at all. Yet someone just sitting there and really not saying anything, but just being a presence for me to move through that, and then moving the energy into the possibility of love and healing and divine right timing. That creates the opening and the love. So suffering shows us where healing is needed. As Dr. Michael Beckwith often says, look at the news as a prayer request, right? And these days, y'all, we are inundated with the news. So I do recommend mindfully pacing yourself with the content that is, curate the content that is coming into your world. And be willing to hear and see the news as a prayer request if you are in that space, to be the love and hold the highest possibility for that. Suffering shows us where healing is needed. And when we meet it with love, we align with Spirit's infinite capacity to restore, renew, and liberate. Love is the answer because love is the healing power to transform. So here's the invitation I leave you with today. What would it look like for you to embody love for yourself, to embrace those inner demons in a way that then also blesses the world? What would it look like to embody love for yourself in a way that also blesses the world? World peace. And world peace starts with inner peace and how we walk in the world. So maybe it means finally speaking your truth after years of silence. Maybe it means forgiving yourself so that compassion can flow more freely through you to others. Maybe it means resting, trusting that your worth is not measured by productivity. I feel a whole other talk on this. I'm just going to say one quick thing. But for those of you who are paying attention to the technological revolution that is occurring at rapid speed in the world of AI, it's creating an opportunity where we could lean into it from a conscious place that humans don't have to work as much. And when we come with the consciousness that we are worthy, no matter what we do, just for being, that can be a gift to allow the tools of AI technology to do our work like that, which took forever and ever and ever before. And it could be very scary for the consciousness of people who believe that I'm only good if I produce something or create something or make a certain amount of money or do this and that and the other in this world. See, this is the hamster wheel right here, the rat race. So for those who are so tied to their work and productivity as their worth, this AI revolution is shaking all that up, and it's going to in the next 5 years in ways that we can't even begin to understand. So that's why I think now more than ever, I'm going to keep drilling in this idea that you are worthy just as you are. Laying outside in the grass, staring at the sun, chasing butterflies, you are worthy. And that is important. Yeah. What was that? And smarter. In what way? Yes, so they were just addressing the fear of AI taking over. And we get to choose as a consciousness, if we choose to engage in this realm, to have AI do the things that maybe are those mundane tasks. But not only are humans smarter, I would also say humans have the ability to love and be compassionate and to experience joy and bliss and all of these things. So I think it's really interesting just to start looking at what is being a human mean. So anyway, that's another talk. But an invitation perhaps to rest more and to shift this narrative of you're only worthy if you produce, because I think that's going to be coming up really big in the next few years. So we can start doing that work now so we're not caught off guard. So beloveds, as I wrap this up, imagine yourself as that stone dropped in the still waters. And your embodied love, that self-love, creates the ripples of healing and extends that further and further out beyond what you can even see. So I invite you just to practice this a moment with me, placing your hands over your heart, closing your eyes if that's comfortable, take a deep breath, and silently affirm with me, I am whole. I am love. I am part of the one life. And my love creates ripples of healing in this world. And so it is. Yes. Let's take it into prayer. So just staying in this space of oneness, of love, as I know and recognize the one life that is the infinite source of all, that is love, that is peace, that is wholeness, that is freedom, that is creativity. I know that this is who I am. This one life is the divine expression because there is only one life, one thing, expressing as me, as you, as all who hear the sound of my voice. So I breathe into this now, knowing that I am whole. I am love. I am here to be and express that divine love through me in a way that only I can, because I am a unique divine creation of the one. So I take this moment to remember this truth and to know that all parts of me are blessed and holy, to love those things that we perhaps have felt like we had to hide away. And knowing that as we fully integrate all that we are and allow this divine love to express through us, that we are always creating ripples into this world, being that change that we wish to see, being the love, being the freedom, being the creativity, being the joy, claiming and knowing that this is our birthright. So I'm so grateful to affirm and to see and to know that change is happening now, that transformation is happening now, that a healing is happening now as we open to embody and ground in this deep presence of love as ourselves. So grateful to know that love is always the answer. So grateful to know that this word is made manifest. As I release it now into the law that always says, yes, my beloved, it is so. And together we say, and so it is, yes. I always feel like, right, like clapping is just like, and it's like if you feel something within you that needs to be expressed in some way, that's a way to do it. And so now we're going to sing. The Happy Clappy Church? All right, Justin, take us into a prayer of song.
In this moment, in this place, I remember who I am, letting fear and worry fall away from me. I open my eyes and see there is only love. There is only love. Love that heals, love that sets me free. There is only love. There is only love. There is only love. Love that heals, love that sets me free. There is only love. Love that heals, love that sets me free. There is only love.
So beautiful. So we're going to move into our moment of embodiment as I invite Belle to give us a little piano And I invite you to take this moment to check in with your physical body. Beginning to scan your body from the top of your head, moving down, noticing any spots of perhaps tension, hot spots, cold spots, itchy spots, sensations, whatever is occurring in the physical body, and begin to move and stretch and release that energy in whatever way feels good for you. There is no right or wrong way to do this. So if you want to stand and move, if you just want to explore a gentle movement of your hands or fingers, embodying the love that you are, shaking free any of those quote-unquote demons. And moving into that love and wholeness. Breaking free, releasing that stagnant energy. And stretching into the fullness of your being. So taking just another moment to embody this love as you are in this 3D experience. Yes. And another deep breath. So now we're going to move into our time of integration and connection to truly integrate the message. I invite you to find someone in the room to share with. What are you going to practice this week, right? What is something maybe that, an aha moment that came to you at some point in today's service? So connect, share. You'll have a few minutes. And if you're online, put it in the chat. Let us know as well. Meet someone new, turn to someone, move across the room. It's all good.
Definitely working constantly on the negative self-talk. It's just, I haven't, but I want to. So when you said that, I was like, I don't know, I'm going to watch that. Yeah. Oh, maybe we could do them here. Yeah. Is Caitlin still talking about Spain? I'm sure she had the greatest time. Because I was panicking to see the other show, and Heather hadn't told her, and she just kind of blurted out, "Oh, we're going to Spain," and then Caitlin was like, "Tell me what you said." So yes, and she heard her, so she was like, "Oh, I think I was talking about something else." So she was like, "Justin, tell me," and I'm like, "It's a surprise. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. I promise." So yeah, I'm so excited for her. Oh, I'm sure it was a great trip. I'd love to go.
All right, make sure both people have an opportunity to share. So start to wrap up your sharing, take another moment, share another thought, thank your partner. Yeah, so thank your partner. And a deep breath. Or you could say, to be continued over the potluck. Yes? Okay. So we're going to now move into our time of conscious giving. And knowing that it's the last Sunday of the month, we have an organization each month that we give to. So I'm going to invite Nancy Eisen up to tell us about our Giving Sunday organization. Is there a slide?
There is.
There it is.
The mission of the Kentucky Cancer Link is to reduce barriers to screening, diagnosis, and treatment of cancer. Their goal is to be a link to hope for Kentuckians by providing invaluable resources to patients experiencing a cancer diagnosis. Resources like gas cards to help them get to and from vital cancer treatment appointments, wigs and hair covering to help combat the appearance-related effects of treatment, post-mastectomy supplies and garments, and referrals to other worthy organizations who may be able to provide additional helpful resources. Additionally, their certified patient navigators provide navigation to screening programs for uninsured and underinsured Kentucky residents. They say they're grateful for our support and couldn't continue to make an impact without generous donors like you. Thanks.
Thank you. Yeah, so as you give to Ahava, know that we like to create those ripples effects out and also give and share. And this month, we are grateful for the work of Kentucky Cancer Link. So now we're going to pass the basket in the room, but there's also ways you can give online. You can also text the word give to 859-209-6996. And we will now bless our offering. I invite you to repeat after me. Divine love as me.
Divine love as me.
Blesses and multiplies.
Blesses and multiplies.
All that I have.
All that I have.
All that I give.
All that I give.
And all that I receive.
And all that I receive.
I joyously contribute to the vision of Ahava.
I joyously contribute to the vision of Ahava.
Knowing that it returns to me multiplied abundantly.
Knowing that it returns to me multiplied abundantly.
And so it is.
And so it is. Gratitude before me. Gratitude behind me. Gratitude to the left of me. Gratitude to the right of me. Gratitude above me. Gratitude below me. Gratitude within me. Gratitude all around me. I'm so grateful. 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 Grateful.
Yes. All right. So we have some fun stuff coming up, y'all. Our holistic fair is Saturday, September 20th, and we have an array of activities in addition to over a dozen vendors who will be doing various things such as psychic readings and tarot, massage, hypnotherapy, Reiki, and throughout the day, we were going to start with a cacao ceremony, and then we have various experiential demonstrations such as Tai Chi and Qigong. We have a kids yoga at, I think, 1 around in the afternoon. And then we also have some live music, a little set by our very own Tina Fondren, the inspirational songstress. And Kim and possibly John, as the duo Fireflying, will also be sharing some of their live music. So be here that day. Invite your friends. It's going to be a lot of fun. And did I mention massage? For, just most of these things will be $1 a minute or donation, kind of basis. So it's a great opportunity to sample some wonderful different healing modalities. All right. So what else? This is not happening today. So if you were planning to stick around for the workshop, it will be postponed perhaps till later this year, but no workshop today, just a conflict in my personal schedule. So Next month, we are starting, and it's actually next week too, our new book study on the book, What It Takes to Heal, How Transforming Ourselves Can Change the World. I highly recommend hopping online or going and seeing if it's at any local bookstores and getting the book this week. Our intention, so some of you may know we are part of a greater organization, and CSL provides different themes and topics, and sometimes we follow those, and sometimes we do our own thing. We do about half and half. And as Ahava, this year, the core council, through visioning, came up with one of our intentions is healing. So I don't know if you've noticed that this year, but we've been talking a good bit about healing, right? And so this work is a book that I selected that is going to take us even deeper on that journey. And Prentice Hemphill, who is the author, you can also find her if you choose to do like podcasts and listen to things and content like that. She is also on social media and has a lot of great free resources about her work. So check that out. The book study will be after service starting next Sunday with our beloved Jenna Evergreen leading that. So grateful for that. Ongoing events. This Wednesday is our last meditation of the season. I will be gathering with folks in this glorious weather, most likely, if it's not raining, outside in the courtyard for meditation Wednesday night at 6:30. And it is possible that Wednesday night offering will be fading out unless a large number of you come and say, I would really like to meditate on the first Wednesday online, then we will keep that going. But as of now, this is going to be the last one. But if a bunch of y'all show up and tell me we want to keep it going, we will keep it going. Okay. Patty, come on up. What were you going to? Oh, yes, and grief support. Starting back, grief support took a little summer hiatus, so similarly, if this is something that's important to you, show up, and we will continue to make this offering available. Yes, it's online via Zoom. Facebook group is a good way, and also it goes in our weekly e-news. So sign up on one of those little cards so you can get an e-news with the link to all of these things. And the book study will be both in person and online if you want to tune in that way as well. All of this is in our weekly e-newsletter, on our social media, on our website. Check out, get engaged, or see one of us on how to get more connected. Our licensed spiritual practitioners are available for prayer. Patty today will be in the prayer area. You can also fill out a prayer request in our prayer box or online. So let us now stand. And I invite you to repeat after me. Something wonderful is happening to me right now.
Something wonderful is happening to me right now.
It's this thing called life.
It's this thing called life.
Life is in my mind.
Life is in my mind.
Life is in my body.
Life is in my body.
Life is in my affairs.
Life is in my affairs.
I accept it.
I accept
I
it.
am it.
I am it.
And I share it.
And I share it.
Just the way it appears.
Just the way it appears.
And just the way it appears not.
And just the way it appears not.
Thank you, life.
Thank you, life. There was a time in my life I thought I had to do it all by myself. I didn't know the grace of God was sufficient. Didn't know the grace of God was at hand. But now I can say, if you're discouraged, trying to make it through another day, you've got to let it go. And this is what you have to say. I release, I let go. Let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more trouble, no more strife. In my faith I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. I release, let go. I let the Spirit over my life. And my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. Yes, I'm only here for God. Yes, I'm only